Hello everyone, this is my review for Monday Night Raw on February 10th, 2014, and for the most part I felt the show was a fairly entertaining one this time around. I liked the beginning segment with Randy Orton, The Authority, and Daniel Bryan. I felt that it came off really well, and you can definitely see Daniel Bryan is really fitting in and really taking over the spot that probably seemed to be CM Punk's area before he left. So it's definitely good to see that they're going with that interaction. I also like the interaction between Kane and Daniel Bryan later on in the show. I've kind of been waiting for them to play off of this a little bit more with their whole past with their tag team and everything. So it's going to be it should be an interesting one, because you would assume this bit of a feud with Kane will be like a little mini feud if he's going to be taking over the Triple H match at WrestleMania this year. So I definitely like where they were going with it. The match with Antonio Cesaro and Jack Swagger versus Christian and Sheamus, it was a really fun match, and it was definitely a good way of getting at least three of the the other three of the Elimination Chamber match out there, and just putting on a really good match in general. And I am actually kind of looking forward to seeing how they'll how they'll use Cesaro in the whole gauntlet deal with Randy Orton. Are they going to make him look strong in the match? I would assume they're not going to have him win his match with Randy Orton when they do that on Friday, but hopefully they end up making him look really strong and they just have a really good match with each other at that point. Other areas that I found fairly entertaining, the Betty White deal with the guest host. She's a very classic comic person. So if you don't get it with this day and age, you might not have found her segment with the New Age Outlaws at least funny. And I did find their segment funny. The whole switcheroo with them trying to drug the drink and then Billy Gunn getting it. I just found it in the end to be unnecessary. It didn't really seem to add anything outside of an extra comical spot outside out in the arena when Billy Gunn had to run off because of not feeling so well after drinking the switcheroo drink. But I also like the aspect that it seems that they're going to be putting the Usos into the tag title situation with the New Age Outlaws. That should I think that should be a little bit of an entertaining story if they're going to go ahead and go with that for a few going either into WrestleMania, or if it's going to be something for Elimination Chamber even at that point. So it should be hopefully a fun one to watch there as well. Probably the best segment of the show was after the I don't like the fact that they use Mark Henry's return to build it, but it led to a very good tease, a very good segment with the Shield and the Wyatt family. You had initially at the beginning with the extra promos and everything, and you thought that was pretty much going to be all you would see with them, but no, they teased the whole confrontation between the two groups this week, and it came off really well. The crowd was definitely into it, and I thought it just came off really well on TV. You could definitely kind of get a whole tension between the two groups leading into the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view match with them. So hopefully they'll continue that. They have one more week to basically finish off this storyline and go into the pay-per-view match. The main event, of course, with John Cena and Randy Orton. We've seen it plenty of times before. It was a good match again, but once again, it's something we've seen plenty of times before. And I did like the promo that Cena put up earlier in the show, basically saying, the WWE crowd wants change. And he basically said, well, if they want to get that change, the new people have to step up, and they're going to have to go through him. I thought that was a nice little area to put in the promo to try to get everybody to, or make it seem like that he's trying to push everyone to step themselves up and become better and see so the WWE crowd can get what they want, which is a bit of a change at this point in time, which is what you're getting with Daniel Bryan. You're definitely getting a new person that's getting thrown into main event type roles at that point. So For the most part, I felt the Monday Night Raw, Monday Night Raw this week was actually quite entertaining and actually a lot of fun to watch. I felt the New Age Outlaws and Betty White segment was funny, but it was unnecessary in any way, shape, or form. But it definitely came off a bit well, and like I said, it was a bit of a funny segment. And yeah, that's my review this week for Monday Night Raw. I thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.